place that the Okavango banks, right? So the Okavango River would be the border,
Yeah.
okay? And Angola was has been or was a Portuguese colony, okay?
Portuguese.
A Portuguese colony, which means that right in the other side of the Angolan was actually it was not the government troops or the government party, which is MPLA. Okay, it was the opposite, the rebels. They would call the rebels, but it's called UNITA. So it would be another party, you know, fighting for power. Okay,
Yeah.
like so. But the thing is, we being in the other Namibian side, so the Namibian government had a very good deal with the Angolan troops and the Angolan government. Okay, that would get along very well.
Yeah.
Okay, so Namibia actually allowed the Angolan troops to using the Namibian territory to launch the attack against the rebels. So that's why what eventually brought a hell of instability to our region. You
Yeah.
know? So all of a sudden, and I'll tell you the story, a very sad story with a French family.
Yeah.
Both teachers in Madagascar, but French origin, you know. On their way from the Zimbabwe, from the Victoria Falls, and that night they would stay overnight with us at our lodge,
Yeah.
and they were all killed.
Where?
All killed. Were all killed.
In the lodge?
The family, all the family.
In the lodge?
In their on their way from, you know, because
Wow.
it was such instability and so dangerous. It was also criminals, you know,
Yeah.
the troops, and they killed the whole family. So eventually, shortly after that, you know, all that event or what happened brought all the instability to our region as a touristic destination. So all of a sudden, we lost the business.
Yeah.
Because there were no more tourism. You see?
Yeah.
So, but one of the carry on the explanation.
Yeah.
So the Namibian, because they
Yeah.
would get along with the Angolans very well, they allowed the troops, the Angolan troops, to use the Namibian soil to launch the attack. You know, to the rebels.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why
So rebels
That's
tried to overthrow the government.
they
They
there
tried.
was three main parties.
Ah.
Okay, but the MPLA was very much the Russians were behind. Okay?
That's the ones
That's
that
the one,
they were
okay?
fighting.
The UNITA would be the Americans and the French.
Yeah.
Okay, so but what actually happened? You know, we closed down the lodge because of that event of that situation. You know, all of a sudden. Then
How old were you then?
well, I was sort of okay. So Miguel, I was 35 when Miguel was born.
Ah, okay.
Miguel was 5 years. I was 39 when
Yeah.
Maria was six months old. It was a baby.
And back then,
Yeah.
was you considered in Namibia a very, very successful person, right? For a tourism region.
I'll tell you, that's right. Our lodge was one, if not the best, or all in the international guiding books. You know, Lonely Planet, the Ivanovsky. So this is a well-known
Lodge.
travel
travel place.
magazines and travel books
Yeah.
about traveling, and they considered our lodge one of the best of the northern east part of Namibia.
Yeah.
Our lodge, and our lodge was mainly a stopover. You know. Meanwhile, I could, and I used to take people, you know, on the boat trips. I could take them to the Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe.
Wow.
Okay.
Victoria Falls is one
Victoria
of the
Falls.
craziest places in the world,
That's
huh?
right. I would take them to the Botswana Delta, which is
Yeah.
a paradise in terms of wildlife.
Yeah.
It's the most magnificent place
Yeah.
in terms of, because it's the delta. You know, this river, the Okavango,
Yeah.
they, instead of going to the sea, you know, it finishes through a delta with so different ramifications.
Yeah.
That's why the delta is so rich, because there's so much water. You know, the wildlife was absolutely something magnificent. Yeah?
Crazy. Yeah.
So, and our lodge was mainly a stopover. So one night, although it would attract all the birding, all the bird watchers, because it was so rich
Yeah.
in so many different species of bird species.
Yeah.
They would stay for at least they would book all the lodge, overbooked, sometimes overbooked, you know, with the birding people,
Yeah.
bird watchers.
Bird watchers.
So they would stay with us, all the bungalows, camping site, all fully booked, okay? And they would go, or even I would take them with my boat, you know, I would outboard motor, huge, 11 meters.
Wow.
We call the rubber duck. It's
Yeah.
it's a huge, it's sort of 11, you know, what outboard motor,
Yeah.
and took them through through the river, stopping at the different offshores. They could, you know, they could photograph like you, exactly the same, photographing all the species. And then after dinner, they would gather together to name it and to put it all together.
Yeah.
And then they would, you know, this species, I see this species. Was amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Do you plan to
And,
go there sometime to check it out?
Say again?
Do you plan to go to Namibia sometime?
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
It's not like it was, right?
No, not anymore. It's not the same. It's not the same. And
It
this was 10 years. 10 years. We were myself and Ines.
Yeah.
Miguel was. Okay, we can go.
Interesting.
This is a report for CNN.